Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Coldfire, and today I am going to be reacting to Justify My Love by Madonna. I had put this up a couple of years ago, and whenever YouTube took my status away for having surgery as a disabled veteran, supposedly if you become inactive for 3 months, they make you start all over again. I tried to explain to them I was a disabled veteran and I had to have massive surgery, which kept me in the bed for 6 months. But they don't care about that. But they do care about you giving medical information out that's not correct. Or you can now cuss on YouTube. But being a disabled veteran holds no merit. Go figure. With the American Disabilities Act, you think that they could have a better understanding of, sometimes, let's say a woman is being a YouTube reactor and she has a baby. She's going to need to take a little bit of time off. So, at least give them that opportunity when they do come back to at least say, hey, I have paperwork here. I can send it in to show the reason why I was off, that I'm not kidding. And they can reinstate you. But no, they don't. They don't care. It's all about this. They make it, we don't. But anyways, I remember when this song came out, I was very young. My mother did not care what we watched as far as music anyways. Now, we did get to watch horror movies and stuff like that, but she always distracted us when it come to the really gruesome scenes. I didn't know that until later. But my parents never brought us up into a censored house because they believed that if you censor one thing, then you're going to censor this, and this until we have a country where there is no freedom of expression, freedom of artistic expression, freedom of speech, all the other things that go with the First Amendment. That's why they call it the First Amendment, because it was the very first frame of work that the forefathers wrote into the Constitution. But I remember this video getting banned because it was considered too sexual. And I remember her on Nightline showing, they said, well, it's because it showed a woman up here, and she's like, well, if you look at my Vogue video, you can clearly see I'm in a see-through shirt showing my breast. So it was not about that issue, so don't try to be a hypocrite. It was because there was transgender people in it. That was the problem they had. They just didn't want to say it to Madonna's face at the time, but Madonna knew. But what did she do? This was back when VHS was popular. No single video had ever been put out on VHS. What did Madonna do when they banned this one? She put it straight to VHS, and it sold millions. She made more off of that than if the song did not get banned off of MTV. But we're going to get into it, and we're going to do it. I may have to stop it or cut it out a little bit, because this one I heard will get blocked on YouTube. To this day, believe it or not. It's still that shocking to people, believe it or not. This was 35 years ago. We still have not grown as humans. Wow. Okay.
Make love in a train. So now what? Wanting, needing, waiting for you to justify my love. Hoping, praying for you to justify my love.
She looks so good there.
Talk to me. Tell me your dreams. Am I in them? Tell me your fears. Are you scared? Tell me your stories. I'm not afraid of who you are. We can fly. Poor is the man whose pleasures depend on the permission of another. Love me. That's right. Love me. I want to be a baby. Yeah. Wanting, needing, waiting for you to justify my love. I'm open and ready for you to justify my love. To justify my love. Wanting to justify. Waiting to justify my love. Praying to justify. To justify my love. I'm open to justify my love.
Poor is the man, I can see it through the block, whose pleasures depend on the permission of another. True, true, true. Preach, girl, preach. I didn't see anything other than there was one boob that popped out, the girl in the suspenders. But see, this is what I have a problem with. Why is our society so against women showing their breasts, whether it's breastfeeding in public or whatever? Men have nipples. It's because when we are being developed in the womb, we all start out as female. But then that extra chromosome comes in and makes us either continue as a female or become a male. And then our breasts don't grow or stuff like that. But it was only men that sexualized the breast on a woman that made it considered X-rated. So if a woman's breast is considered inappropriate or sexual or anything like that, it's because of men. Because the breasts were put here for breastfeeding. That's what they were designed for. So it's not a woman's fault that a part of her body that is now considered sexualized is taboo. Because you can have a man that goes and works at a gym with nice big pecs that almost look like breasts, but he's allowed to run around in little silk shorts without his shirt on in public anywhere he wants to go. He won't get arrested. But God forbid if a woman tried to do that, she would be arrested on the spot because it would be considered lewd and obscene. So see how the double standard works there? I believe that a woman should be able to run around with her shirt off just as much as a man has the right to, because of the same reason. We didn't objectify men, their top part, like we did women. But if we actually really, really thought about the actual logic of why they're there, then we wouldn't have a problem with it. See, that's the difference between gay men and straight men. Gay men see it as art. Straight men see it as sexual. I mean, for God's sake, you can go into any museum in the country or around the world, and there's women breasts all over the pictures, and they take kids on school trips there to look at this art. The statue of Davis has his penis on full display. But we don't say anything about that. So what is the difference between being consensual adults showing their fantasies to the world and this gets banned? Really? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Let me get off my soapbox. Anyways, that was Madonna, Justify My Love. The first video I think that ever got banned by MTV. I'm not sure if any other ones did. I know it was the first one that I remember getting banned. But I was so young at the time, I didn't know what banning was. But I remember my mother going out and buying the VHS tape and bought it for us. But see, this was before I was really into Madonna. I mostly listened to classic country music and stuff like that. So, like I said, I didn't appreciate Madonna until I turned 16 when she saved my life as a gay man. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video reaction to Justify My Love by Madonna. And from the US to wherever you are watching this video at, I wish you peace, love, happiness, hugs, and kisses. Bye-bye.